Hello, Star Wars Galaxy Hero players. This is Andy Shorto, and today I'm going to be doing a talk on a new hero slash villain slash Sith story. Like in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, we've had a event for Luke Skywalker, Hero's Journey. It sounds like we're going to be getting Rey's here soon. I'm like, let's even it up a little bit and let's get a couple, and I mean two, dark side characters. And I feel like one, Darth Maul would be a great opportunity for this. Like, this is the Darth Maul we have right now. Episode 1, Phantom Menace. And I will say that talking about it, he's a great, leader. Of course, he's dropped to the wayside because of Rex-led teams, Commander Luke Skywalker, all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, yes, having Darth Maul is a great Sith. For a while there, he was the go-to meta, and he's still a great, leader. He's going to be great for dark side territory battles, so yeah. But what I want to do is talk about getting two more versions of Darth Maul. No, not Spider-Leg 1. No. Granted, I could see you facing Spider-Leg 1. So, but yeah, going into it, so I feel like either a two-part or a very big, long one villain journey event or Sith journey event. I think it'd be better to call it Sith journey than villain, and have it be about Darth Maul. I was thinking about this on my trip up north for Thanksgiving, and I felt like, this would be kind of a cool character to see a story through for Galaxy of Heroes, and we'd have an event to come into it. So yeah, and here's how it'll work. So first off, your first mission would be Darth Maul himself facing Naboo. I'm going to kind of paraphrase it, but, obviously developers will really do the numbers and work the phases and tiers and stuff like that. But, maybe the first tier would be like, Darth Maul facing a bunch of Naboo soldiers, Naboo characters, like the Naboo security force, Naboo pilots, maybe a handmaiden or two. And then the big battle would be against Luke, against Obi-Wan Kenobi Prentice, or Jedi Padawan, or whatever he'd be called, and Qui-Gon Jinn. And you'd have both leadership abilities tying into each other to make it a little more difficult. But yeah, that would be the first battle, Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Anakin, or not Anakin, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. And then he goes down, so then he gets cut. Then we add a few more characters that'll help him during his journey. First off, the next one would be Darth Maul, or you'd have to have Savage Opress and Night Sisters. And especially you need Darth Maul and Mother Talzin for sure. Or not Darth Maul, Savage Opress. And then you go fight a few junk warriors and a few other things, and then you end up facing Spider-Leg Maul. No, I don't like the idea of having Spider-Leg Maul as an enemy, or I mean as a playable character, just as an enemy, just for this event. And, over time, over a few missions, like this will probably be separated into two battles, so that you can unlock this Darth Maul. Except this Darth Maul would also kind of be like that with the Darksaber as well. But this is the more accurate representation. This Darth Maul would be the one you'd have that you can unlock near the end of the first battle or the event. So you'd be fighting pirates, fighting, there was, maybe going back to Dathomir with the spider droid, Maul, they get back and they still have to fight some droids just to, fill in some story. And then once, you do get him unlocked, you have a battle, a last tier event after he's, unlocked 7 stars. And then you use this current Darth Maul, this Darth Maul, and you face Savage Opress Darth Maul versus Asajj Ventress and General Kenobi. And just for the sake of the battle, they could have General Kenobi and Asajj Ventress share their leadership abilities and uniques with each other, so they, make them a little more of a fighting force. And that would be the end of that, that charade. The next half to unlock the Rebels Maul would be, you'd have to use Death Watch. So yes, they have to create Death Watch characters just so you can actually use them. Then you would also need 3 characters for one of the last events. One of the last tiers. But for the most part, it'd be, Death Watch Mandalorians up until the end when you unlock them. And then the last tier would be with him. You would have him facing... You would also need Ahsoka Fulcrum, Kanan Jarrus, and Ezra Bridger. You'd have, those, 4 characters, and you'd be facing against Inquisitors. Up until the last phase or round or whatever that is of that tier. Then it would change to where your characters disappear. Your, Ahsoka, Fulcrum, them disappear except Maul. And then you have Maul against Ezra. Then you have Maul against Ahsoka. Then you have Maul against... Or no, Kanan. Or you just have Maul against all 3 and make it interesting. But, this would just be a way to get, this Darth Maul, and then this Maul with, obviously, the double dark lightsaber into the game. It'd be 2 more Darth Mauls. We have a ton of characters doing multiple versions of the self. We already have Palpatine and Sidious. They're the same character, but, different named. So why not add 2 versions of Darth Maul into the game? And having a Darth Maul with Kane... the Kane version, then he pulls out his lightsaber to attack. I think it'd be kind of cool, It'd be kind of a cool setup. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about, a Darth Maul's journey, villain's journey, or a Sith journey. I personally think I'd like it. There are probably some other villains we could probably go through to unlock a few different characters, but for the most part, a Darth Maul journey would be phenomenal. Again, like I said, they'd have to, for the second half, they'd have to bring out Death Watch, the Clone Wars Death Watch, at least 5 different characters, because they do got Bo-Katan and Pre Vizsla, but other than that, they'd have 3 other Death Watch characters, and yeah, they'd be set. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Would you like Darth Maul journey, so you could get 2 more versions of Maul in the game? It wouldn't be Rebel, it wouldn't be Light Side, it'd be Dark Side Sith. Well, except this Maul, then this Maul would be the just dark side. He wouldn't be a Sith compared to this one. But, of course, this one would be the one that would synergize with Savage Opress, though. Just FYI. So, yeah. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful day.